Hello everyone, this is Finalugia Guardian, also known as Lex Historia on vid.me, and today I'm going to be giving you a review of the Callaway X-Tech Golf Gloves. And these gloves I just recently purchased to replace the Etonic brand golf gloves that I had before. Yeah, those sort of kind of disappeared. I just still don't know where they went, but we won't harp on that. I bought these because they had similar characteristics to the Etonics that I did use, that being a carburettor leather front and a microfiber back. So leather front, microfiber back to keep the hands cool. And yeah, that's the reason I chose them. And of course, they're from a reputable manufacturer, Callaway. And by the way, I'll throw this in there. I did use these with Callaway brand golf clubs, so make of that what you will. I don't know if Callaway brand clubs put less strain on Callaway brand golf gloves, but I'll just throw that in there for full disclosure to give you as accurate of a picture as I can. So I have so far I've hit a little over 120 shots with these, mostly with driver and wood, and about 40 shots. That's part of the 120. 40 shots with iron and wedge. So as I can see, they've held up pretty well. I was kind of concerned when I first got these because like those little threads I think were kind of sticking out. I think that was there when I used them. Sorry, when I first used them. And of course, this one doesn't have any imperfections in it at all. And I'll go ahead and turn them over so you can see the back or the bottom of the gloves. And you can see that those are kind of dirty. Not as dirty as, sorry, not anywhere near as clean as they were when I first got them. As a matter of fact, for full disclosure, I will go ahead and flash in some pictures of these gloves before I used them and after I used them. 120 balls worth of using. So I'll flash that in right now. Okay, so now hopefully you can see that. That is how they looked before and after. So these things, as far as I can tell, have held up really well. Now, I should probably say a bit about how I stored them. When I took these off, I didn't just take them and jam them in the pocket of the golf bag all wadded up. No, I actually took them off, tried to keep them from getting wrinkled, and I put them flat, and I actually put them into my camera bag. And then when I took them back inside when I got home, I took them inside with me rather than just leaving them out in the hot sun in my car. I took them inside with me and I stuck them just in my camera bag. And of course, my home is air conditioned, so it was a cool, dry environment. And I just tried to let them air out. I didn't close up the bag. I left the camera bag sort of open with the golf gloves laying as flat as I could on top of everything in there. And here's what they look like after sitting in there for a while in a cold, dry environment. And I'll show you the inside of them as well. There's one thing that happened with these golf gloves after I used them. See that in there, right there, there should be a tag where there is in this one. So the little right hand sticker that was inside here came loose when I took this glove off after shooting my last 40 balls. Sorry, I guess after hitting my last 40 balls would be the correct term. I don't know if you don't shoot golf balls. You take shots, but I don't think you shoot golf balls. I don't know. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. But these things have held up so far so good. 120 shots worth of balls, and mostly with driver and wood, and 40, of course, of that 120 being with iron and wedge. So what more can I say about this? I think in general it has been pretty good. They've held up well. They have, when stored, the way I stored them anyway, they didn't get wrinkled up. And, you know, just to show you how well they still fit, I will put them on now. And by the way, how you put golf gloves on, I'm told is you're supposed to take your hand, grab it like this, and then pull the golf glove on the palm, and then reach down here and pull this back, and then grab here and pull like that, and then grab and pull like that, and that makes it so the cuff doesn't get worn down too much. And then you press your fingers like that, and then you adjust the glove, then you take the strap and you pull it tight, and you just, all right, I think that's about right. Okay, and yeah, so they fit all the way down to the fingers still. This middle one is a little bit loose there, but this one's good, and the pinky's good as well. And if I just kind of push this down a little, and yeah, it's pretty much slides into place. And yeah, so they still feel pretty tight. And I will show you the other one, the left-hand one, which ironically, this is the only color that they make for the right hand, but the left hand has 3 colors. Anyway, I bought 2 golf gloves, 2 each of these golf gloves. So 2 for my right hand and 2 for my left hand. But of course, they had one of these color and one of these colors. So I just bought one of each. And let me just put that back there. And of course, this down, make sure I have this taken care of, and let's see if the fingers are all good, the thumb is good, and now we take this and pull this down, and okay. I think my hands might be a bit of a different side, because this one is you can pull the strap a little bit tighter on this, but that may just be manufacturing differences. Each glove, of course, having a subtle variation on its production, because these, of course, are sewn together by humans, and humans tend to make mistakes sometimes. But yeah, so let's see. As you can see, no excess fabric forming. Really no excess fabric forming here. Like, I can kind of, if I really try, I can grip it, but yeah, so these things, here's what they look like. They're still pretty tight on me. This is after 120 shots. And yeah, rather than just sit here and continue to hand model, if you will, just show you the last of that. And here's the look there. And once again, the palm of this one. Let me just, there we are. All right, so they fit pretty well. And then, of course, when I took them off, I used this method, pulling each individual finger off rather than just grabbing and pulling. So I'm told this also extends the life of your golf glove, rather than just grabbing a couple of fingers or just grabbing all at once and kind of yanking, just making it come off that way. That puts more wear and tear. And while these were not super expensive, these were $11 each. And there they are. So I think that's a fairly reasonable price for the quality. And then, of course, when you're done with them, you fasten the strap like that, just as they came in the box. And I'll just see if I can get this exactly as this one is. All right, so and that's still a little. All right, and that's still. Yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist with this. I try to take care of these things as it's, at least as I've heard recommended, so that they last longer. All right, there we are. So I've got them back. And once again, just to show you the backs of these, sorry, the bottoms of these golf clubs, the palms. All right. And of course, once I'm done with them and I've got them off my hands, I sort of just lay them like this, as flat as I can make them. And then, of course, when I get home, I take them inside, my home being air conditioned and dry, so they don't get worn out. And that's about all I can say about this. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. Peace.